Hey guys, it's Nick here. Welcome to the Omniverse of Nick and part 3 to the Deadly Reckoning, the Walking Shadows of Salazar and Wick. Before we get started, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the Omniverse of Nick main channel, this channel, and all the other channels promoting all Omniverse of Nick content. And be sure to catch up on any story posts and updates that you have not already caught up on. With all that said, let's begin. So we open up where we ended off last time. The backstory is complete for how John Wick gets involved with Daniel and how all of this comes together. We get to Salazar's cuts. And Chris, Lisa, Travis, and all of them show up. And they all escape together. When they get there, Daniel is met with the resistance as to whether or not to let them in. But John Wick says they've been alone for a very long time, and they've had the absolute freedom and time of their lives. But now the world and their home is in danger. So what's the harm of letting these people in, especially if they can help them? And Ophelia and Griselda back John Wick up on this. So Daniel agrees. And then we get the whole thing about Chris being rebellious and like Lisa and Travis and everything and those problems, especially at the home of Madison. And then John and Daniel take on the mob outside of Salazar's cuts before they can burn the place down. So that means we're not going to have Lisa and Griselda getting split up, Griselda getting injured, Lisa getting bit. So the two of them are going to survive. And then we get the military staged all around Madison's home, and John and Daniel showing that they weren't just sitting around at Salazar's cuts since all those freaking years since they got to Los Angeles. John brought almost all his freaking, from his home, all his weaponry. And with Daniel's help, they got so much more. So they are armed to the teeth, half of not even telling the military and the soldiers about it. And they also discuss it with Travis, feeling like they can trust him. So now they know what they're going to be ready for in case this all goes south. As for Strand, since Nick wouldn't be going to the hospital and everything, if he did, then it would be in a much different set of circumstances. If he didn't, they would meet Strand in a much different way, heading out of Los Angeles. As for the whole Matt going into the bottom where all the cars were and like the tunnels and everything, John Wick would one-shot him and Travis wouldn't go in that whole crazed state. So that's not even a problem. Then they get to the Abigail and Strand letting them aboard the boats. And almost being forced to this time because of Wick and Daniel not giving him a choice. And we have a very different set of circumstances here. Number one, John and his dog, the German Shepherd, are there. Number two, Griselda is alive. And number three, Lisa is alive. How will this help the character's development? How will John and everybody else being around and alive make things different? Will it make things so much infinitely easier like it seemingly has so far? Or could it doom the characters in more aspects than one? Find out in the next one.
Now be gone from my sight.